Hi Scorpio, thank you so much for tuning into my channel. This is going to be a reading for the month of August 2019. I hope that this reading resonates with you, but if it doesn't, I would suggest to also check out your rising and your moon sign as well, okay? So let's just get started. I think a lot of you Scorpios have been going through some changes that have been unexpected. You know, some of you could have been going through breakups or separations or divorce, and for those of you that are coupled, I think that either you or your partner, or maybe both, have been going through a difficult event, and this event has pushed your relationship to its limit. So if your relationship, you know, I think if the relationship survives this upheaval, that it will have changed significantly. So this might not necessarily be a bad thing. You know, the Tower represents, you know, the destruction of false beliefs as well. So the relationship may come out completely changed, but for the better. It could become more solid and have a more honest foundation. The Tower also is usually followed by renewal and creation, right? So it can represent a big change, like going to live in another country, or this could be a massive upheaval. You know, whatever it is, it's a scary adjustment and it will change your life. But I think ultimately the change is a good one. So for some of you, it may be your current position at your work. It could be bringing you some unwelcome stress, and it may be proven more difficult than you had originally thought. But it could ultimately, in the end, lead to a better position or more security. So, for example, you know, if the company that you work for it was bought out by another company, this could cause some stress or cause uncertainty in regards to security of your job. Yeah, I think that a lot of you have been feeling burdened by whatever change you've been going through, and you could have been feeling overloaded or stressed, and you know, feeling like you have a huge weight on your shoulders. For those of you that are coupled in a relationship, you could have felt overburdened or overloaded within your relationship. You may feel as though your partner might be taking you for granted, or that you could be carrying the full weight of the relationship on your shoulders. And for those of you that are single, it seems like the fun has gone out of your love life. You may have in the past been feeling stressed or, you know, overburdened, and you felt like you didn't really have the time for dating or meeting somebody new. And that excitement that you had before of meeting people, Scorpio, could have turned into more of a dread. And this is because of whatever change that you're going through, or perhaps you're just overburdened with work, so you haven't been able to focus romantically. But I do see an end in your suffering is in sight, Scorpio. So you just need to keep going. You know, the end is in sight, and you have harmonious times ahead. You will work through any of these issues with open communication, and I think that you will reunite in love and romantic relationships. This card signifies harmony and mutual respect and appreciation and partnership. So, and for those of you that are single, I think you will be getting that excitement back by making more time for your personal life. You may have a blossoming offer or a relationship with a person that you share a really strong connection with that could be coming your way this month. Or some of you may even reunite with someone from the past. It might not necessarily be someone that you dated, but it could be a friend of yours or someone that you knew in the past that could be making you an offer, or you could be reuniting with them. If you are in a relationship, it's a great element because, you know, I think it means that you will work through all of these changes and burdens together, and you will be harmonious, and you will develop a future commitment towards each other. For those of you that went through a breakup, I do see a positive time for you as well. Like, I think you're active, you're going out with your friends, you're socializing, you're working towards your passions, and you're focusing on yourself, and you're focusing on your healing. For your work as well, I think that your working relationships will be improved this month. And just by openly communicating regarding your workload, you might also have some colleagues that will help you with some of your burdens that you feel. I do think that all of the unhappiness and heartache and sorrow and sadness and broken heart that you may have felt in the past, you're moving towards calmer water right now. So some of you may have gone through a loss, or you may have suffered by whichever upheaval or changes this card is, but I think that due to this, you've learned a lot about yourself, and you've given yourself time to heal from your experience, whatever it was, if it was a divorce or a breakup. The Three of Swords can indicate the involvement of a third-party situation. It could indicate interference from a third party that's trying to cause trouble. So you may be recovering from a third-party situation, and you might feel brokenhearted regarding it. That might have left you feeling lonely and isolated. But I see that you've started to move on, and you've started to put yourself out there. For those of you that have been experiencing some breakdowns of communication, some arguments at work, there may have been some division or conflict as at work, but I think that now it's starting to become much more of a respectful workplace, where you're having more open and honest conversations with the parties that are involved, and you are really resolving any of the issues that are going forward. Again, I see you progressing. I see you moving into calmer waters. You're moving on, and you're moving forward from whatever upheaval you experience, from whatever heartbreak you experience, from the burdens the experience. You are moving forward. And this card represents overcoming hardship, healing, stability. You can expect, all the problems in your life to settle down a bit, and things should be much easier to deal with now going forward. Some of you might be going and traveling, going on a holiday, maybe just taking a break, a little mini escape from the tough times that you've been experiencing. And this could also indicate your relationship is moving into calmer waters after a difficult period. So if you were going through a difficult period, whatever it was, it seems that it's calming down now, and you're getting that commitment with the person, and it's more harmonious, it's more healing, there's more open communication, it's more stable. If you're single, this could be a period of healing. You've come through that heartache that you've experienced from previous relationships, and you're now ready to move forward. If you put a lot of effort into making your previous relationship work and it didn't work out, you might be feeling a little bit demotivated, but just don't hold on to that negativity. You've come through all the bad times, and now you're more positive, and you're allowing a positive and healthy relationship to enter your life this month. I do think things are calming down for you. If you are single, you may be moving towards an easier phase. And I think that this is also an easier phase in your work. So you may have things more under control. You're accomplishing your goals, and you're completing tasks with way more ease right now. In general, I think that everything that you've been through, you've been able to emotionally mature from that. So all of these things that you've been through, you were able to mature, and you're able to rise through this with kindness and compassion and wisdom. And, you know, the King of Cups can also represent a person. So it could be you or somebody coming into your life, but, you know, this person is very caring and affectionate, and they're very empathetic, and they're a good listener. It could be an older person, and they could be giving you advice. And they're very family-oriented. I would say that this could be a water sign, a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces coming your way. This person was maybe there for you to give you the emotional support that you needed through this tough time. But also, if you're single, Scorpio, I think that this card, this card could be someone representing the qualities that I mentioned as a potential partner, and they're coming towards you, and they could be romantic and charming and you know, a really caring partner, a really caring and family-oriented partner that you've been waiting for. And in regards to career, you may be receiving mentorship or guidance from an older person. You know, and they may be helping you to resolve any career issues or any of the unpleasant working environment that you might have experienced. They may be helping you with that by giving you advice. For the open communication that you've had with your coworkers, it seems that you're well liked and you're well respected by your coworkers, you know. And also for those of you that are trying to decide on a new career path, this could be a really good indicator to go into a caring or healing field, like for nursing, for example. It could also indicate that you do well in a creative or an artistic field as well. You know, overall, Scorpio, I think that you've been through a lot recently. I think you've had some upheavals. You've had some changes and some upsets, and maybe some issues at work or issues within your relationship or issues with a third party situation. You might have broken up recently, and that's left you feeling a little demotivated because you put so much effort in. But I do see you rising. I see you moving forward. I see a potential for meeting new people, an offer coming your way, a possible reunion with someone that you knew from the past. And I see that you're putting energy into work, you're putting energy into your passions, and overall, you're really moving towards a more positive month ahead. So I really hope that you enjoyed this reading, Scorpio. And please like and subscribe if you did. If not, I'd also check out your rising and moon sign as well to see if that resonated with you a little bit better. And I will see you in mid-month. Take care.